Alright then guys, what is up? I'm AsgardsChamp. Welcome to episode 9 of my playthrough for the Banner Saga. So, just a quick little recap. I think we switched over back to Rook's story towards the end of the last episode, and we've kind of decided that we need to leave this place. I can't remember where it is actually. Let's just check on the map and see where we are. Either way, we need to leave this place. That's it, Frost Villa. Okay, cool. So yeah, we need to leave. I'm not too sure where we'll end up going. I'm guessing we'll find out in the story, but we do have an opportunity here to go to the market. I think we should do, because we've only got 10 days worth of supplies at the moment, and not very many people in our party either. So that's not a good thing. Supplies-wise, let's have a look. So we've only got 16 renown. Probably makes sense to spend most of that on supplies here. But if we spend all of it, we will get 3 extra days worth of supplies. Probably worth it. I think everyone's fairly well leveled up here in this party anyway, so it should be okay. Cool. And let's actually just check on our heroes as well, just to make sure items are all distributed and that kind of thing. Cool. Actually, we've got a couple of people injured, so we do need to rest for 1 day. Can we rest for 1 day? That's the question. Don't think we actually have that option, so we might have to leave and then make camp at some point when we get a chance. Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frost Villa sits, heading south, and show little interest in following you across the wastes. Okay, that's good. You're finally free of Frost Villa, but find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ivor knows at Wormtoe is willing to help. That's right, we're going into the wastes because the Dredge won't follow us there. That was what we kind of settled on at the end of the last episode, and it's because Ivor knows this person. Or someone at this place, rather. Cool, so let's head out. Now, yeah, I think we do probably want to make camp as soon as possible and just rest, just to get everyone back up to full strength. That should be everyone. Morale's improved as well. Got great morale. 11 days worth of supplies. And let's get going. I guess if we're heading out into the waste, this is probably going to be dangerous. Maybe not from Dredge, but other people maybe. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We're heading away from civilization, which is never a good thing. Let us find out, though. So the caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sort of thing you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. A couple of options here then, so carry on and put up with it. Try to address the major issues. Try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles. Form a council to handle these problems and split the caravan. I think forming a council is probably not a bad idea. Seems like the most diplomatic way to handle it. You select a few older members to solve everyday issues, but infighting neuters their progress. Other members feel they could do a better job. Ultimately, while it buys some time, the council dissolves. Tired of the thankless and demanding work. Okay, I probably should have seen that coming. Never mind. Well, given that we didn't manage to resolve that issue, I'm assuming something bad is now going to happen as a result of that. There's some circling birds there. That can't be a good sign, right? I don't like travelling into the waste as well with hardly any supplies. That worries me slightly. I'm not even sure what happens when we run out of supplies. Guess we'll find out. Cool, it's got another godstone here. Very cool looking godstone, actually. And there are already some other people here, so we're not the first people to have this idea by the looks of it. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radomir, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with the others while you rest. They've almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers to let you join in their tribute. Accept their offer, ask what this tribute involves, politely decline and move on. Decline and inspect the godstone before leaving. Let's actually find out what this tribute does involve. Gulinfiri, one says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and explains through clenched teeth it's a gift from the sun god, an oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly. Interesting. I'm actually really tempted to do it. I just don't know how bad it's going to be. So decline and move on. Decline and inspect the Godstone before leaving. See if anyone in the caravan is interested, or try it myself. I feel like trying it myself, but I don't know which character I'm actually looking at, like whose point of view I am here. I think it's Rook's, not Ivor's. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, I am speaking from Rook's perspective here. So bravely, you give the offer a chance. When you apply the oil, your skin starts to burn like a hot brand, but you bear it. It doesn't reveal any secrets of the universe, but the worshippers are impressed by your courage and gift you more oil to take. Cool. Let's inspect the Godstone before we go. Nobody can really agree on what Radomir looked like. As fond as he was of his own isolation, he never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of a great creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radomir was always one of the lucky gods, the kind who people thanked for the good weather, healthy livestock and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been how his Godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried out lake. After some rest you continue on. Sun god worshippers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. Cool. So yeah, we actually got an item there. We'll check this out next time we make camp. I'm not in any rush to take a look at it now. Everyone does have an item, I think, at the moment. Right then, back out into the waste. I really would like an opportunity to get some renown and also buy some supplies. I feel like 8 days is really not a lot. These circling birds, though, there must be something going on here. There we go. Several people have noticed black vultures circling about the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat, but they have a visible impact on the mood of your clansmen. The next time you look back, Oddleif is firing arrows into the air, which nearly tag the birds once or twice. Get lost, no dead down here, she shouts to nobody in particular. What are you doing? Let her get out some aggression, ask her to stop wasting arrows or join in the shooting at the vultures. Let's ask what she's doing. What does it look like, Rook? Target practice. She fires another arrow, and a vulture shudders and falls out of the sky with a blue feathered arrow protruding from it. She recovers the bird, laughing, inspecting its feathers. You know, says Oddleif, scanning the caravan, a lot of these women, they could do this. You can tell from the look in their eyes she's excited about the idea. I think I'm going to start training them how to fight. Encourage Oddleif to train the women, try to keep her expectations in check, or tell her you think it's a bad idea. I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's encourage her. Hopefully this won't cause any problems, but let's see. We can always use more fighters, you tell Oddleif. If a letter's any proof, you know how to train someone with a bow. Oddleif gives you a smile, heads off to some of the women in the caravan, showing them the vulture she shot down. Cool. Hoping that this will kind of get me less clansmen and more fighters, because I think the fighters are better in the war situations. We've only got 71 at the moment, it's not too many. So, morale's actually dipped right down to normal now. So, things are kind of a little bit dire. I can't remember how that actually affects us. Probably it's more than likely going to affect the kind of events that we get, maybe. Something like that. I've probably been told, it's probably been explained to me, but I've just forgotten. So, a well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan's attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. Offer some kind of trade for the livestock. Intimidate the farmer into giving you livestock. Come with us, it's not safe here. Leave the farmers and their animals alone. I mean, it kind of is safe here, that's the whole reason we came this way, isn't it? That there's no dredge going to come this way. I feel like that's a bit disingenuous. I don't really want to intimidate him into giving us anything. But we do need supplies. We really need supplies. Don't know what we could trade though. Let's see what we can trade. So no big surprise. You'd be more interested in the animals than me and mine, he says and spits. The answer's no, and I'll have these men watching you, so none of my livestock just happen to follow you away. Interesting. We could threaten him, leave them alone, or take the food by force. We do really need the food. I don't like doing it, but I think we'll threaten him. I don't want to just take it from him. Your warriors step forward, unsheathing weapons and practically growling. The farmer's men blanch and step aside as you choose the heartier speech. The farmer has the sense to say nothing, but the expression on his face stays with you for quite a while, even after you're away. You catch a glance of Alette, who stares at her feet and does not make eye contact with you. I mean, yeah, one of those shitty decisions you've got to make. Fortunate as it is, but yeah, getting some supplies. We've got, what, 2 or 3 days there. Morale's down to normal. I think it was normal before, actually. Hopefully we find somewhere where we can like make camp and stuff soon, because do with resting. There we go. We're nearly at Wormtoe. So harsh words from one mother to another draw the attention of the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragni, or no one. That reed-thin tramp you call a daughter won't provide sons. The insulted mother bares her teeth, ready to attack. Let the argument play out on its own. Worry on marriage another time. Explain yourselves or keep the women separated. Let's just keep them separated. It's no time for this, you say, and signal to another man. The two women are moved to opposite sides of the camp, kicking and swearing that you might have to handle it. That you might have handled it more deftly. Most of the caravan finds it entertaining. Okay. Morale is still pretty pants at the moment, but we're nearly there, so let's just get there, and we can always rest if we need to.
Never the kind of place someone would build a town. Fittingly, the Var living here aren't known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
Interesting. But they're not going to be friendly. So the Val find you before you see them, not surprising with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here. But back down when Ivor tells them he's come to see someone named Crummer. Cool. New character. Oh, he looks cool. Big hammer. Like Odin, with no eye. So, Crummer, well, I'll be damned. Crummer, it's been a long time. Yeah, it has. So what brings Ingvar to Wormtoe with his very own village of humans? Bad news. Dredge are coming down from the north. We barely made it this far. That is dire news. Come on, we have food. We'll discuss more in the mead house. As you follow the old Val into their meagre town, you catch him quietly saying, if it were anyone else. So yeah, probably a good job we're actually with Ivor then in that case. I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest with you. Half want to go north and find out what happened at Blotzbolker. Some think we should go to Grofheim instead. None of them are happy you're here. Well, I mean, I guess we know that Grofheim is like on fire and not somewhere they should go, so we can sway the decision. Well, hopefully. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Val town. Most of us take care of ourselves. We've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. Doesn't work like that. These Val are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Crummer's call. It won't be long before Dredge are here too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell Jorunda what's going on. Who's Jorunda? The Val King. Well, as close to one as we have. Ingvar, where'd you find these people? Stay here and rest, but once yours are ready to go, we do. I'm going to see off those who want to head north. I'll join you to Grofheim. More travel? No, we've already come this far. Stop the pouting, girlie. Even if Jorunda won't listen to a tired old Val like me, I have a feeling that they'll pay attention to your friend Ingvar here. They'll listen to Ivor. Ah, he hasn't told you? Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. Alright, so Ivor's some kind of royalty or something, then I take it. That's kind of cool. Weak morale, so we definitely need to rest. We don't have anything to spend at market to get supplies, which is pretty terrible, if I'm honest. Don't think we can sell things either, can we? Yeah, okay. Annoyingly, had we have just not bought supplies at the other place where one renown got us one, we could have actually quadrupled the amount we could buy with that renown we spent at the last place. That's a bit frustrating. Never mind though, is what it is. Obviously we don't have any supplies to spend here, so that's out of the question. Don't want to rest for too long. Just because I don't want to burn through supplies. I think maybe 2 days. Morale didn't actually go up, did it? Still at normal. Okay. Let's check on our heroes then. We did gain an item. What was it though? It was this one, I believe. Yeah, Gullin Fury. So this is that oil that we put on ourselves. Said to be a gift from the god Radomir. Covering one's weapon in this rare oil makes it burn like the surface of the sun, so it gives you a plus 15% critical hit chance. That's quite good actually. And we do have Oddleaf with no weapon. Can't obviously afford to promote her right now. That's going to have to wait, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't realise she was level 1. Maybe I should have actually used Yeah, maybe I should have used some of the renown I had to upgrade her, but never mind. We do have to get to level 2 before she can use that item, though. Sorry, level 3, actually. Maybe we'll give it to Olette then, when we upgrade her. We've actually gained Crummer as well, so that's good. Keep him with us. And yeah, maybe let's swap him here. Cool. Actually, let's alternate these guys. So we've got an archer and a melee fighter, kind of. Yeah, taking it in turns. That makes sense. All right, cool. Yeah, we're in not a great position with these guys, but let's see how we get on. Hopefully we can gain some supplies. So, Crummer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I've never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done then. How did you get all these Val to follow you? Who's Ingvar? I bet you have some incredible stories, so best leave you to your business. Let's find out who Ingvar is. I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean, the dredge-bashing type. He was called Ingvar then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself. Too old to peddle in gossip. Cool. How'd you get all these Val to follow you? Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, wasn't much for me left to do, so I started training other Val to fight. Got tired of that, made a place in Wormtoe. They still come calling, even with no wars to speak of. Seems like that might be changing though, doesn't it? Do we want to hear his stories? I do want to hear his wisdom on fighting dredge though. Depends how much you know. They're all armour, tap them hard enough though, and it'll shatter. Line up a whole row of slag and they'll explode on each other all the way down. You get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting them up for it. And if you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes the slag he's calling won't even show up. Interesting. I think we've seen that before, I think. Yeah, might as well find out what his stories are. I might. Or it could be the most boring Val you've ever met. Depends on how much you like killing dredge. Ask me again someday. Might tell you about the time we filled a dead yox with whale teeth. And why. Okay, let's leave him alone. Okay. Cool. Alright, so I guess we just need to leave next. And I think we're heading to Grofheim, so we didn't really get the choice, even though we know that it's a bad idea. Let's see what happens, I guess. There's nothing to do with my heroes. I can't buy anything at the market. Yep, I think we're just going to have to leave, by the looks of it. I wonder if I'd have chosen to take the farmer's food by force, they'd have put up a fight and I could have got some renown, maybe. So, Grofheim's quite a few days out, says Crummer, but nothing's worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anywhere you might be safe from dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtoe joins you. Cool. We gain some Val and some supplies. Cool. Still not very much though, unfortunately, and pretty crappy morale. Not going well for us right now. We need a fight, I think, to get some renown, and then next time we get to a market, get some supplies. So a group of men with broad shoulders and thick cloaks approach your caravan. They might be outlaws you hear nearby, and the idea quickly ripples through the clansmen. One of the strangers approaches, saying, "We've run out of food. Any help would be welcome." His hard eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. Consider how you want to approach this. So, offer no food, but inform them of the dredge. But inform them of the dredge. Ask them how they came to be here. Fight with us and earn your food. Decline to help the strangers, or offer them a few days worth of supplies. Can't really do that because we just don't have enough ourselves. So let's offer them to fight with us. The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan and start sharing tales and drinks. Unfortunately, it's less than a day later that you discover they've vanished, along with a sizable portion of your supplies. Obviously, that was going to happen, wasn't it? Okay. Wow, 3 days worth of supplies we just lost. For being nice, that's what you get, I guess. Morale's pretty terrible. We've only got 4 days of supplies left. There is a godstone up here, maybe we can get something up here. Or it looks like a godstone anyway. So as you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon, not again, and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy," and points to a burning tent closest to the outlying Val. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. Command the Val to help, organise the peasants to put out the fires, go in after the boy yourself, make an effort to save the rest of the supplies. This is really a crappy situation to be in, but I feel like we have to save the supplies. I don't know what happens. I can't remember what happens if we run out of supplies, but it can't be anything good, surely. And I feel like keeping everyone fed is going to, be really crucial. We're in the waste as well. I can't imagine there's going to be many opportunities for food here. Yeah, this is really crap. I guess let's make an effort to save the supplies. You and another man douse the wagon with a water barrel, squelching the flames and saving most of the food. After the fire's out, find a woman sobbing at the side of a dead son. You glance towards the ashamed Val before saying, without these supplies, many more would have died. And I feel like you would be right in saying that as well. You lost a clansman, so what in the depths was that about? You muttered to yourself. Something about the fire, Oddleif tells you. I've heard of this before, they don't like it, doesn't change what happened. You think to yourself. So it seems like Val are scared of fire. Okay. Yeah, so we did just lose a clansman, but okay. Morale's even worse now, weak morale, and 3 days of supplies. Get to this Godstone and see what's happening here. Then we can make a decision, hopefully. Well, I don't really know what we can decide, to be honest, but we'll think of something. Might just be that we have to run out of supplies, I guess. Let's see. These Godstones are always so cool. Looks like a big shark. Or a whale, maybe. More like a shark. Okay, so the Godstone of Marek looms into view. Upon it carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nord-filling wastes being filled with water at one time, but the Godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. A blessing, shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. It's a fish scale, he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon, a curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then a third is discovered. Nice. Morale went up, that's good. Perhaps they'll bring us luck, you over here. And before long, the caravan has become obsessed with gathering the shiny scales. Let the caravan take the time, cut them off after a reasonable amount of time, or leave now before this gets out of hand. I think we cut them off after a reasonable amount of time. Makes sense. So when you awake to find these people still searching through the snow and shrubs, you call it off. We can't spend another day here, you tell them. Be glad for the luck you found, and let's go before it runs out. They fret and moan, but eventually you get them back on the trail. Oh, summer all went down. That's annoying. We still only have 3 days of supplies. I was hoping we'd get more. Maybe I should have let them continue looking for the scales and we maybe would have found some food or something. I guess you just don't know. I need to stop, I think, going for like the kind of safe option each time and just take a chance. So Oddleif calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows of different age and experience line up before a row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the wind shifts, she lets go, and her arrow flies into flies not into one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that had scurried out from underneath. Dinner, she says, smiling. A group of men from the caravan approach. Listen here, says one. Practice all you want. My wife isn't fighting dredge. The other men agree in chorus. We don't want to see a battlefield full of dead wives and daughters. Yeah, I think I want to stand by them becoming fighters. At the end of the day, when you're in a situation like this, you can't afford to be picky, right? Or we can encourage you to train even more archers. See, I don't want to have some sort of revolt, but I did just say I was going to stop taking the safe option, so let's go for it. Let's tell them to train more people. So to be honest, says Oddleif, this was already harder than expected. I don't know how many more would really take to it, but the more people who can hold their own, the better. The men continue to complain. The women return to camp. Not just as clansmen, but as fighters. And that's exactly what I was hoping to happen. There we go. 25 fighters. Nice. Morale improved as well, which is good. But we're nearly out of supplies. So while walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. So join the crowd and cheer on the competitors. We need to stay vigilant. Ignore the poetry contest and keep an ear out for danger. Join in with a verse of your own. I think it's probably safer to, or smarter should I say, to ignore the poetry and keep an ear out for danger. They can continue to have their fun, but someone needs to keep an ear out. The laughter and cheers continue behind you as you put some space between to remain undistracted. The male contestant soon admits defeat, and the clansmen quickly march on, thankful for the light-hearted distraction. I'm hoping morale will go up then. Yep. We're still at normal, but I mean, it's not gone down in a little while, so that's good. I'm really, really worried now, though, because we've only got 1 day of supplies left. Is about to go. I have no idea what will happen. So you hear a whistle on the wind and spot a long line of Vile far up ahead, heading towards you. Behind them is a swarm of dredge and a trail of bodies leading them off into the distance. Get down here, Backscrummer. Oh, okay. Sit out of supplies now. Don't let them spread out, shouts the lead Val as you approach the battleground. Oh dear. Soon you almost regret finding yourself fighting alongside them, facing off against a daunting number of dredge. I'm sure that looks like one of our characters from the other party. So dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, a fight seems inevitable. Quick head count, there must be 118 of them, and we've got quite a few more. Okay. Let's charge, I think. Rush into battle. Gather your allies and tell them to get ready to lead the attack. Cool. Okay, so hopefully we get some renown from this fight and we can get some more supplies at some point. Or maybe, you know, upgrade someone. What does Crummer do, actually? He is a war leader. I don't think we've seen that class before. Let's check on his power. You do, so your character uses his experience in battle to issue commands to his allies, moving them. Oh, cool. Next in line in the initiative. Nice. So rank 1, command adjacent tiles. Rank 2, 4 tiles away. And then rank 3 at any range. Cool, that's cool. I like that ability. I mean, I guess he wastes his turn for someone else, but it's not a bad thing, I guess. If he finds himself kind of not in danger, then it's probably worth using to get one of our characters to kind of go next, as opposed to the enemy. Nice. Okay, I think let's go for it. Ready for battle. Your battle party is composed of less than 6 heroes. This could put you at a disadvantage on the battlefield. Consider adding more. Okay, we actually have Fasolt here as well. Yeah, Fasolt, I'm sure he was part of the other party, right? So, yeah, I'm sure he was. So it must be the other guys that we've reached, and they will probably tell us that Grofheim's on fire, but then at least our 2 parties are going to join, and we should have plenty of supplies, so we should be saved. And with Fasolt, actually, let's give him... Can I give him a weapon? Oh, I think I have to promote him first. Do I? In fact, yes, I do, because it's level 3 weapon anyway, and he's level 2, so I can't give him it. Say weapon, item, I mean. Anyway, ready for battle. Let's go. Cool, there's actually quite a few of them here. We've got sort of, what, 3 of the big dudes. A couple of slingers as well. Okay, so I think we keep... I'm going to forget his name, Crummer, in the middle. Fasolt has good armor, so does Ivor. So I think we keep those guys towards the front. Actually, there's only one big guy here. He's unshielded, so we just want to go in for the attack. So let's actually put Ivor down here. Keep him in the middle so he can sort of dish out orders, but we'll send him up this way. And our archers can... Oops, no, we didn't want to do that. Our archers can sit out in the front there and maybe whittle away armor from these guys. A little bit tricky. The positioning is not great. Let's go for it. Cool, okay. So we can use... Oh, actually, we don't need to use any... Yeah, we don't need to use any willpower. We can get Ivor straight in there. Battering ram knocks him back, I think, doesn't it? Is that right? So I think he's got it rank 2 as well, so it knocks 4 tiles back. He wouldn't hit anyone though, unfortunately, so let's not do that. Let's just attack. Actually smash 5 armor off him. But with these guys, I would rather, I think, just hit them for their strength. Means he won't be able to hurt me back, which is the main thing. Okay. That is terrible. Oddleaf is down already. That's pretty annoying. I should have paid attention to the order of things. Never mind. Happens, I guess. And let's get the armor off this guy. Cool. See what these slingers are going to do. Okay, they've got those... Oh no, they're not. They're not the high level ones like before. So that should be fine. Let's just head over here. Start smashing this guy up. So he's got strength of 15 and we've got an armor of 11, so we definitely want to get off as much strength as possible. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't use any willpower. Don't quite know why that is, but anyway. Okay, and let's move Alette sort of back a little bit, out of danger. And, yeah, I think we're going to have to break armor. Which I guess does leave Cromwell kind of at a little bit of a bit of risk, but it should be okay, I think. I think with Fasalt we just try and smash through these guys, these smaller enemies. Okay. Wonder if I get to this side. Actually, no, if I break armor on one of these guys, it's going to hurt both of their armor. I did kind of want to get Fasalt in here as well. I think Ivor on his own is going to really struggle against two of these guys, especially this one with loads of armor. But I do think maybe it's worth us just continuing to smash this guy, get him out of the game, because he's the one with high strength. There you go, he's doing one. But he's going to do that thing that we were just warned about, where he calls more enemies, so we do need to take him out as soon as possible. I do think that actually Rook is going to really struggle on his own here as well. So maybe we just pull him back. Try to get as much strength off this guy as possible. This guy still hasn't been yet, so he's probably going to hit Rook as well. Oh, maybe not. Nice. Okay, here's go again. Can use a willpower this time, so we'll try and hurt this guy as much as possible. I think he's going to go off and call more enemies as well. We also want to stop that from happening. Oh, there we go. Weak morale gives us less willpower. Alright. Good to know. Got 12 strength, so he's got 5 more. Let's just go for strength. Let's just go for it. Try and kill him in the next turn. Nice, he dodged it, and I think I should probably just continue to smash this guy for his strength. Do really need to get to him as soon as we can, though. Maybe with Ivor next turn. If we can now, because he's just been knocked away. That's a bit annoying. Yep, he can't reach, so we might end up with some more enemies here. That's not going to be good, but can't do much about it either, so let's just yeah, let's just attack. Let's take as much armor off this guy as we can. Alright, who do we want to go for here? I mean, we can attack this guy. We've only got 7 strength though, so all these guys, maybe we can do some damage to him. No, not even. I think we can to him though. Maybe we get 2 strength off him. The archers seem to be kind of more useful for their abilities, so I do need to start using them a bit more, I think. That's one thing I don't do enough of. But yeah, let's actually just get in between these two and kill this guy before he manages to like call more enemies down or something. Okay, he's managed to finish what he was doing, which doesn't fill me with any confidence. Let's continue with Alette to just support Drummer over here. That makes the most sense. Yeah, there we go. We've got a new enemy here. Quite a tough guy as well. It's kind of not good. Feel like with Fasalt. Okay, let's check his ability. Can't remember what it is. Okay, so we can kind of goad in another enemy to attack ourselves. It doesn't really help us right now. I think we need to really just start attacking. But who? I mean, we could finish that guy off there if we move into a better position, which is probably not a bad idea. He's going to go for Rook, isn't he? Yep. Alright, Rook's probably going to go down, but we will try and get as much armor off this guy before he does as possible. I think as well, going to have to continue taking armor off him. Yeah, Rook keeps dodging. What a beast. Do we want to move him away, actually? Try and... yeah, let's move him over this way. Try break armor off this guy. Just to help out the other fighters when he gets to them. Can't hurt me that much, which is good. And I think this guy, we can finish him off this time, but let's move around as well, just so we're a bit further into the fight for next turn. This guy's nearly dead as well. He's not going to last for much longer, which is good. And I think with Elect, yeah, we can start actually doing damage to this guy now, so let's do that. And again, actually, let's check her power, thread the needle. Okay, so that hits everyone in a line. We would have to set that up a bit better than we have done. Yeah, okay. Maybe for next turn. Let's use willpower as well, just to get his strength down as quickly as possible. We do have 3 points built up over here as well. We can use. Who's this now? This is Fassel. Can't kill this guy. But we can start to whittle him down a little bit more. Let's do it. Quite a big group of them over this side now as well. Okay, well we can do decent damage to him now, so that kind of takes him out of the game. He's not really much of a threat to us anymore. Seems like they're ignoring Rook as well, which is kind of good. But Rook's only really going to be good for breaking armor at the moment, so let's get him in position to fight this guy here. The one that came in as like reinforcements. What's Rook's ability again, actually? I don't actually have enough willpower anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, even if they break armor on us, it breaks their own armor as well. Wondering if we can use Krumra's ability to put someone else next who's in a bit of a better position, maybe? Who though? I guess Fassalt's in a good position. But I can only do it with someone next to me right now. If that doesn't help then. In that case, let's just get ourselves stuck in here and attack. Get as much strength off these slingers as possible so that they can't do as much damage to us. Will be helpful. Cool, Alec can actually finish this guy off, so let's do that. I also need to remember if she doesn't move, she gets double damage. I do keep forgetting about that. Okay, let's finish big dude off here. I think the hardest enemies are kind of gone now. We need to keep moving though. Damn. Yeah, I guess we continue to break armor, right? And that guy there, I think, as well. It's probably a good candidate for it. Especially given that he keeps smacking our friend over here. Nice, that hurt both of them. That can do 7 damage to him, which is perfect, so let's do it. Yeah, let's turn into a bit of a beast, actually, which is good. Ivor's nearly down. We do want to try and not lose anyone. If possible. Use willpower where we can. Yeah, Ivor's getting battered. Let's just move him out of the way. And I think at the end of this, we're not going to chase them for an item. We will just end it. Cool. Who else? Guess we just attack here. Or break our enemy's armor here. Okay. Let's, I mean, he's hardly got any... Well, he's only got 4 strength, so he can't really hurt either of these guys. But again, should be able to break armor. So why don't we just do that on this one here? Yep, makes sense. Because Alette should already be able to hurt this guy. Yep, he can. Do 4 damage to him so we can kill this guy. Let's do it. Yeah, maybe it's just that I need to get my archers leveled up a little bit. They do seem to do a lot better when they're leveled up. And we can finish this guy now as well, so let's do that too. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to chase. The guys don't have enough kind of armor to tank any sort of damage that comes their way now. And we've already lost Oddleif over here as well on the first turn. Let's pull back before they regroup. We lost 11 fighters as a result and 7 Val. That's not great because we only had a few Val. 1 injury though, it's not too bad. Should get a bit of renown. 12. Cool. Hoping we get to join up with the other party now as well. But isn't this a damn curiosity? This is the second time I've been sent to find Val, who's heading in my direction with humans in tow. What are Dredge doing up here? Because does nobody know what's going on around here? They've levelled Grofheim to the ground. We've been losing ground for days. Jorund's in Einatoft now? Einatoft? Yep, that's right. They sent me together, Crummer from and the rest from Wormtoe when we ran across this bunch of slag, and there's a lot more where they came from. Is this all the Val you've got, Crummer? What have you been doing, eating each other? When he went to Blotzbalker, are you telling me Grofheim is completely gone? And Vognir is dead. Slag on our heels. The Val you sent off north are probably dead. The world's ending. Come on, this is old news. We're gathering in Einatoft. That's where we need to go right now. Wait. Assault takes a long moment to look over the caravan of men, women and children behind you. Not them. What do you mean, not them? We just saved your ass, or I'll die before you send us away. Yeah, what do you mean, not them? Unless you're a king or a mender, humans don't step foot in Einatoft. Now isn't the time for this discussion. Damn it, Fasalt, who cares about that? What in-depths happened at Grofheim? Before Fasalt can reply, a low grumble grabs your attention, growing louder by the moment. Is this? So even though it's beyond sight, all eyes turn in Grofheim's direction as the rumbling becomes deafening, transforming quickly into cracking and splintering. It's coming closer. Go, shout Fasalt. Take off towards Einatoft. Don't stop until you reach Haderbrog. Ooh, what's going on? Oh shit. That mountain just cracked in half. Oh damn, what is this? What on earth? I feel like the gods coming back or something. Wow, I'm intrigued. This is cool. Another godstone up there, maybe? Kinda don't want to find out what this is, actually, because I definitely don't want to fight it. No defences getting put up. Yeah, this is another godstone by the looks of it. Hopefully we can make camp here because we've got no supplies at all. After 3 terrifying days of tremors, you reach the Godstone of Haderbrog, which is teeming with Val who want to know what is happening. Others busily mend makeshift defences set up around the Godstone of Haderbrog, creator of the Val. Oh, cool. So he's the god of the Val. So hold up. Pants Fasalt between long gasps of air. We're going to have a talk. You're still standing. Well, most of you. Rest up, then move on. A mountain just sank into the earth, and something is out there. You're just going to send us away? I don't know who you are, but you're not going to Einatoft. There's a couple hundred Val there who will back that up. Where are we supposed to go? Back the way we came? We're stuck between 2 mountain ranges. In one direction, a few thousand Val. In the other, an army of dredge and whatever causes that quake. Einatoft is a Val city. This shouldn't be news to a Val. Give it a rest, Fasalt. Don't you recognise who you're talking to? Surprise suddenly flashes across Fasalt's face. The other Val are starting to come closer now. You hear Ingvar being whispered among them. I think this might be the one person you want to let into Einatoft. The humans come with me. All of them. Ooh, we've got a king on our side. The Fasalt glances between Ivor and Crummer before stalking away, pushing past the mob of curious onlookers. Ivor, who are you? Some other time, Rook. Oh, I want to know who he is. You spend the rest of the day recovering. Val come and go in packs, and most of the chatter is about the quake that just sank the mountains into the earth, or the dredge that are still on their way. You hear rumours that a massive chasm opened where the earth split. Inspect the Godstone. Suggest leaving immediately. See what other news you can pick up. Yeah, go on then, let's see what other news we've got. So you get a lot of unfriendly looks from the Val. They're not the sort to warm up to humans. Having probably spent most of their lives in the north, all you learn is that they're very distressed about losing Grofheim, their capital. Einatoft comes off as a last-ditch effort. Suddenly there's a lot of activity. Word comes from below to retreat to the next village over, and you soon see why. A black shadow is sweeping down the valley from the direction of Grofheim, where the quake, or whatever caused it, has obliterated the mountainside. Close inspection, it's a veritable ocean of dredge, more than you imagined possible. In their midst is a towering giant of a dredge, blood red from head to toe. You gather your things in short order and join a good many Val, leaving the Godstone behind. Gained a few supplies, okay. That Godstone's cool though. Right then, I think what we're going to do here is make camp. We do have one person injured, don't we? In Oddleif. Only 1 day of an injury, so that's not too bad. I think we should probably rest for at least that day. But yeah, I think, guys, we're going to leave it here for this episode. So, yeah, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed what you saw. Leave down any tips or feedback in the comments below if you just want to talk about whatever that big serpent was. It was super cool. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're enjoying this kind of content, if you want to see more of it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. So with that all said, guys, I will see you on the next one.